Hey guys, Steve here with my first post bike ride review. So just gonna get right into it. I mentioned this in the first video, but bike feels huge, right? So I've been riding a 20-year-old medium-sized frame bike, and so coming from that to this, where literally everything's bigger, tires, brakes, suspension, and just everything's bigger. So that's probably what it is. So if you're like me, you probably expect the same thing. If you're someone who's been riding a modern day bike already, you're already used to it, so no big deal there. I'm 5'10", and Orbea puts me at a large. So if you're in that 5'10" to 6 feet range, I imagine you're large. Anyone above 6 feet, you're probably gonna go with an extra large. The large feels perfect when I'm riding the bike. So I think spot on there. The only time I felt that it might be a little too big for me is when I'm just like, I'm stopped, I'm straddling the bike, I'm standing on top of it. With my feet still on the ground, flat on the ground. The top tube is like right up against my groin. So that's the only time where I felt like maybe the bike is too big. But hey, you ride a bike, you get a bike to ride it, right? Not to stand on it. So yeah, when I'm riding, it feels perfect. Let's see. Okay, climbing. Climbing the bike feels great. So again, coming from an old bike, I've only known 27 speeds, and so going from that to a 12-speed bike, I was a little concerned, like how can you make it uphill with only 12 speeds? But man, it works, and climbing was great on this bike. I had no issues, felt solid, and just like all the other reviews of this bike climbs well. It has a Shimano 12-speed drivetrain on there, no issues there. I love Shimano's. That's what I've always used, and so yeah, no issues there. Dropper post, it's got your Orbea house brand dropper post on there. The lever feels a little flimsy, so I think cost-cutting measure there. So you could probably upgrade that if you want, but yeah, it works fine, no issues. The saddle. So this is probably going to be the first thing I change out. Gonna take the seat off my old bike and put it on here. So the saddle, my ass just likes a nice soft saddle, and I've been using a gel seat for years now. So that's what I'm gonna do. But this saddle actually felt pretty comfortable. I made it up the entire trail and down, and I wasn't hobbling with a sore ass afterwards. So so the seat's fine. That's just personal preference still. Let's see, brakes. So this is the only area where I will say could use an upgrade. So the brakes feel underpowered, and you don't even have to go on a trail for that. Like I felt that just riding around my home. So that's probably going to be one of the first upgrades I make down the line. But the brakes work, so it's not like I have to run out tomorrow and get new brakes on it, but just something to keep in mind. Suspension, so it's got the Marzocchi Z2 Bomber on there. Very simple fork. It's only got 2 adjustments: your rebound at the bottom, and up top you just have your firm, and I think it's a firm and open settings. So I like simple, so less is more for me. Rear shock, the Fox DPS Float 2 or Float DPS 2, whatever it's called. Same thing, it's just got your rebound, open, closed, and the middle position. So I rode up the trail in the middle position the whole way. I didn't notice any pedal bob, felt great. So I don't even know if I'll ever even put it into firm setting. I'll do it just to try it out, but yeah, so yeah, suspension wise felt great. Okay, descending. When it comes to descending, the bike just feels solid. Like to give you an example, this trail I went on, that I took it on, it was only my second time on this trail. So the first time I went with my old bike, obviously second time with the Occam, and the first time there were some sections coming downhill where I didn't feel confident, right? So I wasn't sure if I could take the drop or if I could take the jump. But with the Occam, I took everything that it threw at me. I just felt confident all the way. Didn't have to second guess myself, and yeah. So in terms of that, the bike's awesome. I'm sure I'll feel that way about a lot of other trails that I've been riding. So I can't wait to take it on there. So overall, that's just my first impressions of the bike. I'm still getting used to it, so I'm sure it's going to be a few more rides in before I really get comfortable with the bike. And so yeah, I'm going to try to go on a few more rides. I'm going to try to go on another ride in the next week or two here, and hopefully get some more rides in soon. And I'm going to plan on posting some videos of the actual ride. So keep a lookout for those. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comments section below, and I'll go ahead and get to them as soon as I can. All right, thanks for watching.